Well, hello everyone, and welcome to this weekly global heart stream. I'm your host, Gabriel Gonzalez, and I'm broadcasting live from the beautiful city of Granada in the south of Spain, where today is very sunny. I can't say it's quite warm yet. We had a heat wave a few days ago, and then we had all this cold rain, and it's still quite chilly out there, I have to say. We're navigating that very strange transition where it warms up on the outside, but then you're indoors and you're freezing your butt off. So here, as I'm sitting, I have the heater turned on here by my feet. How are you guys? Hello, Cindy. Hello, Mariette. Hello, Veronica. Hello, Ellen. Hello, Amanda. Hello, those of you who are joining us right now are making yourselves known and through the comment section here. I want to remind you that we started broadcasting live, not only through YouTube Live, but also through Facebook Live. So hello to those of you who are also watching this broadcast on Facebook. And also, we started publishing the audio of these heart streams onto the podcast. So they are available both on iTunes, Spotify, and pretty much all different podcast applications. Hello, Jennifer, Marilyn. Hello, Charity. Hello, Karim. Hello, welcome those of you who are joining us right now. I hope you're doing really well, having a wonderful week. All right, so before we dive into this next virtue of the heart guided meditation, today focusing on the topic of understanding. We're going to try to understand understanding. Hello, Geraldine. Hello, Jacob. I have a few announcements I want to make. First announcement is this past Sunday on Mother's Day. Happy belated Mother's Day, by the way, to those of you that celebrate it. On Sunday, this past week, I released a new guided meditation that focuses on healing through the heart of Mother Mary. You could think of it as the female equivalent to the Heal by the Sacred Heart of Christ. I've had many people request, can you please do a guided meditation healing through Mother Mary, please, Gabriel? And so I finally decided that what a better day than Mother's Day to actually to release such a gift and bring it out. And I have to say that the most amazing thing happened after I published the guided meditation. I had been working on it here on the studio. I was trying to find the right background music for it, and I wanted to have the music kind of like sing the Ave Maria, you know. And so what I decided to do, I actually recorded some vocals in the guided meditation where I'm the one actually singing Ave Maria, like in the background, because it wasn't part of the original song. So I added that. I'm learning how to produce music, so I learned how to incorporate it into the soundtrack in a way that it just felt right and felt perfect. So anyway, on Sunday after I released the guided meditation, I get home and it had been raining. I told you it had been cold and wet. And when I got home and I looked out of the window, there was just the most incredible, beautiful double rainbow. But I mean, it was the kind of a rainbow that you could see the whole rainbow from like beginning to the end. And it hovered over the city of Granada, almost like a halo. I'm not kidding you. I never seen anything like that. And I spent 2 weeks in Hawaii when I was like 35 or something like that, about 15 years ago. And we had, if you ever been to Hawaii, they have like 3 rainbows a day. And they're all really beautiful, but I had never seen one. And the moment I saw it, I just God, I got teared eyes and I got all this emotion. And I just kind of felt, wow, it's Mother's Day. And I just released, and I've been praying the rosary before I recorded the meditation. And I was just thinking, this is almost like the divine feminine, the divine mother, like expressing its love and appreciation upon all the children, all the nurturing, loving energies. And it was just really very, very, very special. So anyway, I did share a picture of, and actually a video I took of the rainbow through my both my newsletter and my Instagram feed. So if you want to check out the pictures, you subscribe to my newsletter, you can see it there. If not, you can catch it on my Instagram feed. All right, so that guided meditation, it's available. If you look for it in my YouTube channel, you'll find it there. You'll also find it within the podcast. I'm now working on the Spanish version of it. Okay, so those of you who speak Spanish, who've asked me, when is the Spanish one coming? Yes, it will be coming very soon. Okay. So please just bear with me. These guided meditations, they take up a lot of time to produce and audio correct and mix and all that kind of stuff. So, and I'm still quite relatively new in the world of like producing this kind of guided meditations. As you have made notice, they're starting to sound a little bit more professional than the first few that I did. Second announcement is that at the end of this month, May 29th to the 30th, the last weekend of May, we'll be running the next installment of the Opening the Heart online weekend retreat. This is for anyone who's interested in releasing and letting go of all those blocks that are keeping you from opening your heart to other people and to give and receive love. Blocks that may have set in as a result of trauma or coping mechanisms with things that happened in your past, where you just simply close your heart and decided it's not safe to love, it's not safe to let other people in. And so this is an opportunity to come together over the weekend and do several energy practices, basically, where in a very safe environment, we get to open our hearts, and you get to learn all about what the heart wall is and learn different tools and techniques to surrender, let go, and transmute that wall around the heart. And we do this together as a group. And then finally, we've just opened the registration for the next Heart Warrior small group coaching program that begins on June 15th. Okay, so if you're interested in the Heart Warrior training program and you'd like to apply for it, or if you also want to participate in the Opening the Heart online weekend retreat, please visit my website, gabrielgonzalez.com, and go to where it says upcoming events, and you'll find them there. Okay, both the Heart Warrior and the Opening the Heart, and then the Mother Mary, Healed by the Sacred Heart of Mother Mary guided meditation. Again, you'll find it here under the YouTube feed. Okay, where you can listen to it. I had someone email me this morning telling me that they had, ever since they listened to it, they had been playing it nonstop. What do you call it, on a loop? They just said they just got such a good feeling from the affirmations and the prayer that you spoke that I just wanted to keep it playing, loop it, listen to it all day long. So, wow, that is an honor. Okay, so hello, those of you who are joining us just now, this last few. Hello, Anne-Marie, Sanctuary of Reiki. Jennifer Rasinski. Some really beautiful comments. Hello, Joseph. Hello, Veronica Camargo. You made it. You always make the comment that you always catch the replay, so I'm glad you made it. Sue, hello, welcome. Hello, welcome those of you who are joining us now. Hey, it's nice to see there's more people now also on Facebook, because again, as I said a little while ago, this is new that we're broadcasting live also on Facebook. All right, so if you recall, we have been exploring over the past few weeks the 12 virtues of the heart. And Last week, we focused on humility, and I took us through a uh, very powerful, grounding guided meditation. If you have not had the opportunity to experience it, I highly recommend that. Anytime that you're feeling ungrounded, anytime that you forget your divine essence, where you came from, definitely watch and go through that process that I guided us through. This week, we're focusing on heart virtue number 5, which is understanding. Understanding. The word understanding literally means to stand under. It really does. To stand under. Now, imagine, for example, that there's a particular situation that you're looking at, right? Or you're trying to understand why somebody does something. I think we all have somebody in our life, if not our own selves, but we have somebody in our lives that they do things and they just don't make absolutely any sense. And you're like, wonder, like, I don't understand why this person behaves this way, says this thing. But here's the thing. When you stand under their shoes, when you literally give yourself permission to stand under their awareness, their perspective, their position, then suddenly things begin to make sense. So understanding is the process by which you kind of leave your own shoes, your own perspective that you think is the right and only one, and I'm right, and this is the only valid perspective, and I'm right, and everybody else is wrong. You leave that sense of pride. So it comes after humility, and you're willing to then to see not only another perspective, but a bigger perspective, a much bigger perspective, that suddenly you transcend your position, the way in which you were looking at it, and you go, ha, I see now the bigger perspective, and the information, the wisdom arises from being able to see the bigger perspective. Hello, animation person, and everybody. Yes, so we exist in primarily 2 channels of experience in which we can be at any given time. Okay, this is one of the concepts or ideas that I talk about in all my coaching and training programs. I refer to these as 2 channels of experience. We have channel 1, and this is the channel of logic, reason, the channel that operates on words, concepts, ideas, information, knowledge. It's also the channel of language. It uses words, sentences, and so it's normally associated with the left brain, right? The part of the brain that reasons, that tries to make sense of things. It's the channel also associated with linearity, past, present, future, structures, things. It loves structures. It's very objective, deals with the facts. And it's a wonderful channel. It has a lot of information. Now, there's another channel of experience I often refer to as channel 2. And channel 2 is a channel of the senses, is a channel that connects you to all that we receive through it's all the input that we receive through our eyes, our nose, our ears, our smells, everything that we receive through the sense of touch, through our skin. It's a channel of our emotions, creativity, intuition, the unknown, the unconscious. It's the domain of spirituality. is the domain of the nonlinear, right? It's abstract. It's, instead of being objective, it's very subjective, nonlinear. Okay. Now, channel one has the capacity to focus on the details. It wants to break down everything to the smallest particle so it can try to understand the whole. But channel two is the one that sees the whole. So where channel one is really good at understanding the tree and what's the tree made out of, but channel two is the one that sees the entire forest and sees the totality. Now, as I said earlier, each one of these channels is associated with one side of the brain. At any given time, we are operating primarily out of channel one. Our entire society, our education system, our culture encourages the development of channel one, and it's important. We need it. But the problem is that it has overemphasized it, right, to the detriment of channel two, the channel of creativity, the emotions, right, all these different deeper aspects of ourselves. Now, the problem with that is that real life, which is happening moment to moment to moment to moment, it's experienced through channel two, through the senses. Channel one knows a lot about things. It knows a lot about love. But here's the thing. It is channel two, the one that experiences love. Is channel two is the one that feels the opening of the heart when your beloved shows up. Is the one that feels the palpitation. It's the one that feels the fear in the belly. It's the one that gets all excited with the smells, the taste, and all the hypersensitivity that happens when you are in a state of absolute love, right? And so the problem is that if we're living life primarily from this intellectual, rational perspective, and we're disconnected from our bodies, from our feelings, from our physical sensations, from our intuition, right? Then we're really not alive. We're in essence like a walking brain, a walking intellect. And what we want to do then is we want to bring these two aspects of ourselves in these two channels and create a sense of coherence or unity between the two of them. Now, this is where the heart comes in. Every time that we come into this heart center space where we focus the awareness on the heart, the physical heart, and we begin to breathe in and out of the heart, using the power of our breath and the life force, spirit energy. Remember the word spiritus, which is out from where the word spirit comes from, actually means breath. So every time that we direct our breath into the heart and then evoke the feelings of care, gratitude, compassion, appreciation, at that moment, what begins to happen is there's a greater sense of unity between the left and the right brain, between channel one and channel two. And guess what happens at that moment? Well, the moment channel two, the creative brain, the part of the brain connected to the heart that is also connected to the feelings and creativity, and the rational side begin to communicate. They begin to talk to each other. They begin to hang out. They become buddies. And then at that moment, you leave your limited mind to begin to see the bigger perspective. And then as a result, you begin to have access to a greater understanding about a particular person, a particular situation, or anything that you may want to get some insight onto. All right. So what I want to do is, during this guided meditation, is to invite you to think about a particular problem, something that you might be going through right now, where you might be feeling stuck, like I've hit a wall with this person. I hit a wall with this particular situation. I don't know how to get out of it. You're literally like stuck on the tree in the forest, and you can't see the bigger picture. And why do we want to do this? Well, primarily so that we can unify then both intelligences, both channels of experience, and begin to see the bigger picture. And then it is from beginning to tap into that bigger picture that a deeper sense of a new understanding begins to emerge. We may get a deeper sense, deeper understanding with regards to what's really happening in a particular situation or with a particular person. It really allows us to really get out of our own ways in so many ways, get out of our own shoes, to be able to move into, to stand under the other person's perspective, allow ourselves to see, to be in their shoes, looking back at ourselves, to also look at the whole situation from the outside so that we can gain a deeper perspective. Imagine for a moment, what would happen if we had a ball, okay? Just like imagine like one of those inflatable balls. And then half the ball, it's painted white. And then half the ball is painted red. Right? Now imagine I show you that ball and you could see, right? Half of it is white, the other one is red. And then I flip it so that you're seeing the red and I'm seeing the white. When I ask you what color I'm seeing, what would you say? Well, Gabriel, of course, you're seeing the white, I'm seeing the red. And we flip it around and vice versa. And why is it that I know what it is that you're seeing? Well, because I've seen the whole ball. I've seen the whole thing. And so this is in essence what we're talking about. It is being able to move away from like, I'm stuck on it's white. And you're like, no, it's red. No, it's white. And the other person is like, no, it's red. Until you can look at the whole thing and go, oh no, you're right. From where you see it, it definitely is red. And I can see from where you see it, it's white. Yeah, so we're both right. Yes. It's just that we both see two different perspectives out of a whole thing, which is way more complicated than what we thought it was. So that's in essence what we're doing. We are using the power of our hearts to unify the part of our brain, the rational and the creative, intuitive brain, so that we can tap into the bigger picture about ourselves. And it is our capacity to do this that ultimately leads to understanding, all right? To standing under a situation so that we can appreciate it from a different perspective and then see the bigger picture. Are you guys ready to move into this sacred space of activating this feeling, this vibration of understanding? I oftentimes refer to it as a vibration or a feeling because it's the feeling in terms of sensory speaking, right? It's a sense of relaxing and kind of going like, I get it. I see it. I see what was happening with you. I stood under and saw it from your perspective. I get it. And out of that comes a sense of ease, a sense of also surrendering and letting go of your own position, right? So that you can accommodate the bigger perspective. And again, it is the virtue of the heart, because it is through the heart that we gain access to this deeper intuitive created aspect of ourselves that sees the totality, that sees the bigger picture. So let's begin then this guided meditation by placing a hand over the heart as we now move individually and collectively into this guided process. This is a guided meditation to activate the frequency of heart-brain coherence that allows us to move away from the rational mind, the intellect, to the more creative, spiritual, intuitive aspects of ourselves that has the capacity to feel and see the bigger picture. As you bring your awareness to the heart, to the center of your chest, take a moment to think about a particular situation that you may be struggling with. Maybe it's a financial problem that you can't find a solution to. Maybe it's something that happened recently in a relationship with someone that you cared for, where you've entered into some kind of a conflict, disagreement. Perhaps it's another area. You are confused. You don't know which decision to make with regards to your personal life, career. Just think of that situation. As you now begin to breathe straight into the heart, breathing in and out of the heart. Allowing the breath to become nice and slow, deep and even. We can breathe, for example, in a pattern where you inhale in 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and continue on your own. With every breath in and out of the heart, we relax the head, the neck, the shoulders. We let go of any unnecessary tension in the stomach, the pelvic area, the legs. We relax the arms. And we allow this breath to flow nice and easy. As we now think about something or someone that we deeply care for or appreciate, and allow now this feeling of gratitude, appreciation, care to begin to ignite within the heart. Let this feeling of care, gratitude, compassion light up within you. Feel the most grateful that you can possibly feel right now. Remember what it feels like to feel cared for or to care for someone else. As you put on a smile. Come on, smile. If you were right here in front of me, I would tickle you. I would be like, come on, put on a smile. The mere act of smiling begins to trigger a release of oxytocin into your bloodstream, opening your heart even further. As you continue to feel this feeling of gratitude, care, appreciation, allow me to speak the following prayer on your behalf. In the name of the Father, the Mother, the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. And speaking on behalf of every person here today in this live call or watching or listening to the replay, I unify my heart to the infinitely loving, powerful, all-knowing heart of God, knowing that where I am, God is, and where God is, I am. I call forth for the expansion of the silver cord that connects my heart to the heart of God, and for the balancing of the threefold flame within my own heart of love, wisdom, and power. Let there be love in my heart. Let there be wisdom in my heart. Let the power of God fill my heart. I now call forth the presence of divine understanding, the capacity to gain new insights, to gain a revelation about the particular problem, situation that I'm holding in mind. And I ask for the wisdom of God to reveal itself through and by means of my heart center. Knowing that right here and right now, both channels of experience, my rational mind and my creative, emotional, spiritual mind, are now united. The human within me and the divine within me unified. And it is from this awareness that I declare, I am understanding. I am the capacity to transcend my limitations and to see the bigger picture. I am God's wisdom manifesting in my four lower bodies. I am the power of love guiding my intuition, my choices. In full faith, I declare, I am the presence of understanding. I am standing under the ultimate truth. I am one with the infinitely loving intelligence in which I am living, breathing, and having my being, and so it is, and it is so. Amen. From this awareness of the presence of divine wisdom, love, and power within you, we now bring to mind once again this problem, the situation that we would like to get a deeper understanding about. We see it from the outside, almost as if we were spectators watching a movie, looking at it from the outside. And as you look at this situation from the outside, we ask our hearts, My heart, can you show me the bigger picture? Can you show me what it is that I'm not seeing? Can you open my eyes that I may see and understand what is really happening in this situation? What is the lesson I'm being asked to learn? Can you show me what it is that it's happening with the other person, if there's another person involved, that they're afraid to share or unwilling to admit? My heart, would you help me understand by revealing to me what it is that I'm refusing to see, to embrace, to accept about this situation? For the next few moments, allow your heart to reveal to you in its own language, in its own way, the bigger picture of what is truly happening in this situation. Let the heart speak to you in a language in which you can understand. My heart, what is it that I'm refusing to see? Will you show me the truth about this situation, this person, and the lesson that I'm being asked, or we are being asked to learn? I am the capacity to transcend my position and to see a different perspective. I am the willingness to let go of my point of view. I am the courage to stand under. I am the capacity to see the bigger picture. To recognize this situation, this challenge, this problem as a lesson to be learned, as an opportunity to become more whole. I am divine wisdom, unifying my heart and mind. I am understanding, standing under the bigger truth. My truth, someone else's truth, and the absolute truth. Understanding flows from me and returns to me. The more I understand, the more I am understood. The more I give others my understanding, the more others understand me. We ask our hearts once more, my heart, is there anything else you'd like me to know? You'd like to reveal to me about this situation, person, or thing? What is it that's right in front of me that I'm not seeing? We now allow this feeling, this vibration of understanding to radiate from our hearts out to the world. That we can share this feeling, this capacity to embrace other perspectives, to see the bigger picture. To those friends, family members, clients, students, anybody in your life who might be experiencing pain, dis-ease, discomfort, you radiate. We allow this vibration of understanding to go out, almost in a sense As an energy that goes out, millions of angels going out saying to anybody who is experiencing suffering, saying, I know, I understand you, I feel you, I'm with you. But there's a bigger picture. There's a greater purpose to what you're experiencing. There's a greater lesson. You're not alone. You're loved. You matter. You're worthy. Everything's going to be okay. Things are going to work out. You're loved. I'm standing under you. The divine is standing with you and under you. We send this healing energy, vibration of understanding to anyone we know who might be sick, in pain, suffering. Understanding brings acceptance. And it is out of that sense of acceptance then that peace arises. Therefore then, we send forth the peace that surpasses understanding. That is not rational. That is available when we attune, connect, unify our hearts to the infinitely loving heart of God and remember our divine essence, embracing both our humanity and our divinity, recognizing that we are in this world but not of this world. For being reminded of this, we give thanks. And we let the blessings continue to go forth from our hearts out to the world, even beyond this guided meditation and our time together. May the energy, the substance, or divine understanding permeate the entire planet, lifting the burden and suffering of anyone who's open to receive and to understand. Amen. Gently, we begin now to return to the full awareness of our time together on a count of 3. 1, jiggling our toes, moving the body slightly, coming back to becoming aware of the presence of our physical bodies in this room. 2, opening our eyes, reacquainting ourselves with our surroundings. And then 3, feeling present, alive, both in our bodies, in our emotions, in our minds, in the totality of our being, with a deeper awareness of what comes about the moment we unify the heart, the mind, the brains, and all systems by the incredible, powerful action of our hearts, the largest generator of electromagnetic field in our physical bodies. All right. Thank you, everybody. I hope you are walking away feeling more grounded, feeling more you. And Marie says, yes, Gabriel, amen. Boy, did I need to move forward into a higher vibration of love. Yes. Animation person. Who are you? I'm an animation person. Love your meditations. You're welcome. You're welcome. Sanjin. Hey. Hey. Thank you, Jennifer. Jennifer says, so many tears with his meditation, deep clearing and cleansing. Thank you, Gabriel. You're very welcome, love. Sue says, thank you. This was deep, and I truly needed this perspective. And we'll use this concept of standing under the knowing of the bigger picture. Yeah, great. Cindy says, I really needed this today. Thank you, Gabs. You're such a light in this world that shows the way. Thank you. Namaste from India. Namaskar. I learned the other day that you could also say namaskar. I don't know exactly what the difference is between the two, but I think somebody at one point will explain it to me. Explain it to me, Lucy. All right. Thank you, Roger. Thank you, Veronica. Thank you, Ellen. Thank you, Rufina. Thank you, Cindy. Simona, Karine, Stella, and Marie, Yoga Chitam, Lila, Yogesh, PJ, you're back. Are you still in your PJs? Sorry, same old joke. I couldn't come up with a new one. Margaret, Jennifer, Joseph. Did you guys know my first name is Joseph? My full name is, my full birth name is Jose Gabriel. But when I went into high school, I decided just to use the Gabriel. I always felt more like a Gabriel than a Joseph, but legally, obviously, I do sign a lot of things. All right, guys. Well, thank you once again for your beautiful comments. And I hope the guided process has helped you gain a deeper understanding of what understanding is. I think it sounds like a tongue twister. Rafina says Namaskar is from the south. Okay, so now they can tell you whether if you're from the north or the south based on how you say it. What about if you're from the middle? Is there an equivalent? You're welcome, Jacob. Jacob says, thank you for taking the time to do this. You're welcome. It's my privilege. It's my way of serving. And at the same time, giving back for so many blessings that I have received in my life. Stella says, finally, I found you. Thank you. Well, you're welcome. All right. Geraldine says, this is just what I needed. All right, guys. Thank you once again for your beautiful comments, more importantly, for your participation. Okay. Remember, every time a group of people come together in the same nature as Jesus did, with the common intention, a bigger electromagnetic field, intention field is created, and that field is bigger than the individual sum of the parts. So every time we come together, we're not only strengthening this vibration, this learning within ourselves, but we also making it more accessible to other people. Everybody, have a fantastic rest of your week. I look forward to connecting with you again next week when we're going to be exploring the sixth virtue of the heart, which is valor. Okay, so thank you once again for joining me today. I look forward to connecting with you again very soon. And until then, as always, I send you all my love from my heart to yours. Bye-bye for now.